thing, and it's going to be the main thing of the day, which is the dead meat's kill count. So, I forgot to bring it up, but I do it via phone. I put a new poll out for which should be the next kill count, and a lot of y'all picked if I get to the community. So the choices was for the next video is The Hunt, Mayhem, Jennifer's Body, Alive, and The Watch. So by 62%, majority of y'all picked The Hunt. So that will be today's kill count from Dead Meat. I think I heard about this. I forgot what it was like totally about. I know Emma Roberts part of it though. So without further ado, here it is Dead Meat kill count for The Hunt. Let's get it.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at The Hunt, released after a notorious delay in 2020. The Hunt is a political, horror, action, comedy, thriller, whatever movie that features Americans trying to kill each other over their partisan beliefs.
Those people that are shooting at you.
That's what this movie about.
They're just
Okay.
exercising the very same right.
The fuck are you talking about?
It's a satire on the sad state of civility today, when people with differing political opinions are more likely to see each other as mortal enemies than fellow Americans. Like I said, The Hunt's release was delayed in a big way. Originally scheduled to come out in the fall of 2019, it was postponed after the tragic shootings in Dayton and El Paso. It was eventually released in March of 2020, just in time for COVID to shut down movie theaters, prompting distributor Universal to release it early to streaming. After some early criticism from both sides of the political spectrum before anyone ever even saw it, including a possible reference in one of President Trump's tweets, it's safe to say that The Hunt had one of the most controversial releases of recent horror movies. Is it really as scandalous as all that suggests? I mean, no, not really. Yeah, the movie's plot is that a bunch of coastal liberal elites are hunting and killing so-called deplorables. But it's all in the service of jokes, since The Hunt is a dumb comedy loaded up with political stereotypes of all stripes, and it actually does the whole both sides thing pretty well. I'd say this is a much more neutral parody than anything you'd see on late night talk shows or SNL. The left and the right both get made fun of for the identity politics they employ, though it all feels pretty innocent and with a big ol' wink to the audience. I don't think this movie's trying to shit on anyone, really. If there's any takeaway message, it's probably just, hey, that's kinda dumb that we're so at each other's throats right now. Maybe we should knock it off. To go along with its cartoonish political message, The Hunt's got a lot of big cartoonish kills, and I grabbed a sponsor for this episode so I could leave them all uncensored. Raycon earbuds give you great sound and a comfortable fit, starting at about half the price of other premium earbuds on the market. They can be used every day while you work and or play, making them an excellent holiday gift for friends and family, even the ones you disagree with politically. Hell, they even come in different colors, so you can get a red pair for your live free or die father-in-law and a blue pair for your vegan niece with the rose in her Twitter handle. You can make an affordable gift even more budget-friendly with 15% off your order. So get your holiday shopping in now at buyraycon.com/deadmeat. Click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/deadmeat to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Left, right, hunters, hunties, I don't discriminate when there are bodies to count, except for bastard skellies. Let's get to the kills. The movie begins with a group chat. A guy named Richard badmouths the man in the White House, and a woman named Athena tells him not to worry. They'll be able to hunt down deplorables at the manor soon. Oh my god, Athena, don't talk about things like that in texts. It could very well lead to a title card. On a bougie jet, that Richard guy from the group chat is bragging to the flight attendant, not stewardess, about rich person shit like caviar. He is, of course, played by Glenn Howerton, who was in The Strangers, and I'll reiterate, plays the exact type of roles I would love to play. Please give me his career, thank you very much. The champagne pouring gets interrupted when a confused guy named Randy stumbles out from the back.
What is happening? What if I'm fucking awake, man?
Randy doesn't know how how he wound up here, but a guy named Ted, who says he's a doctor, gets him to calm down and lie on the floor. That makes it a lot easier for him when he stabs him in the neck with a pen. Randy tries to fight back with a champagne bottle, but the woman who owns this plane, Athena, who mentioned the hunt in that text, puts an end to it by shoving her heel into his face. Randy screams while she picks his eye from her tube and dies shortly after being dragged back into storage, the first conservative victim of these man-hunting liberals.
Fucking redneck.
Really?
Another captive in yoga pants, played by Emma Roberts, awakens the next day in a forest with her mouth gagged. She's not the only one in this awkward position, and eventually, a whole bunch of trucker-hatted, flannel-shirted folk find themselves in a clearing with a crate in the middle of it. One dude, Tracker, cracks it open with a crowbar, releasing an adorable little piggy dressed up like it were Wishbone. Haha, pigs are great. The crate also has a weapons rack in it, loaded up with so much firepower, it would make Michael Gross and Tremors cream his Don't Tread on Me jeans. Yoga Pants finds a key, freeing these 11 confused captives from continuing to look like subs. A guy named Big Game Shane is thanking her for the oral freedom when gunshots start ringing out all around them. Oh shit!
That almost hit me.
That one did hit ya. Sorry, Ms. Roberts. This ain't American Horror Story.
That was quick.
You're dead and gone for good.
Damn.
Casting there. As Shane watches, gunfire from a pillbox kills one eager beaver who was running right towards him, double-fisting rifles. A woman named Dead Sexy takes off for the tree line and fares a little bit better until she drops into a pit. Shane, looking ever the hunky hero, goes to help her and finds her pretty damn impaired. He gets her out and they resume running into the woods until Shane steps on a landmine and realizes that he just messed up bad.
Damn!
With Emma Roberts and an uncredited Justin Hartley dead, it falls to Ike Barinholtz to take the lead as a dude named Staten Island, though he finds himself unwilling to put Dead Sexy out of her misery.
Shoot me.
No, I'm not gonna shoot you.
No, you fucking snowflake!
She does it herself off screen, leaving Staten Island alone as he gets shot at by the pillbox. Shout out to makeup department head Lauren Thomas for the fun practical gore used for Dead Sexy's death there. Actor Sylvia Grace Krim said the prosthetic felt as heavy as one of those trainer fake pregnancy bellies.
Oh,
A lot
wow.
of this movie's kills use cheap-looking CG blood, but at least us practical fans got at least one good kill to look at. Staten Island runs through the woods until he finds a barbed wire fence and is joined by that Target guy, a woman Big Red, and a dude Vanilla Nice, played by country musician Sturgill Simpson. Three of them manage to make it over the fence, but Target is struck by arrows coming out of the woods.
What is this Avatar shit?
He tries making a commendable last stand, but is eventually overwhelmed by arrows and falls to the ground. He survives long enough to see a mishandled grenade thrown next to him,
Wait, did you pull the pin?
as well as a second one with the pin properly removed, killing him with a big boom. The others reach a small ma and pa store where the snacks are aplenty and the news is existential. They find out from ma and pa that they're presently in Arkansas, even though the three of them are from New York, Wyoming, and Orlando. Staten Island realizes that they must have fallen victim to Manorgate, the conspiracy theory about elite liberals hunting so-called deplorables to death. Ma and pa start an argument about the Second Amendment, and before you can say Charlton Heston, Big Red starts choking on the donut she was eating, because it was poison. Ma and Pa gas the place, shoot Staten Island in the chest, and after Pa growls to Vanilla Nice that
Climate change is real.
finish him off with a gun butt. After having killed our third would-be protagonist, Ma and Pa clean up their kills and reassure themselves of their own mighty morality.
He's wearing a wedding ring.
He's a monster. Honey, he probably uses the N-word. And not even in private, he probably uses it on Twitter.
Don't worry, though. No matter how much they convince themselves their snap judgment of others is justified, it'll never be enough to match the passion of their self-loathing.
Privilege, Julius.
It's perfectly fine to call them black again.
According to who?
NPR.
Which consists almost exclusively of...
White people. We're the fucking worst.
The tone of this
Damn.
movie, being just silly enough to not take seriously, works really well for me. So props to director Craig Zobel, a filmmaker who co-created Homestar Runner back in the late 90s. Ma and Pa reset their store just in time for another huntie to arrive. A woman named Crystal, played by Betty Gilpin, who you're gonna see kick a whole lot of ass. She asks
Whoa.
where they are and to buy a pack of smokes, but when she gets her change, she realizes something is wrong. So she smashes Mom's head
Ooh.
against the counter, jumps back there to grab their shotgun, then shoots Pa
Damn.
dead. You see,
Cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up.
Oh,
you
damn.
done fucked up, Ma. Yep, 27 minutes in, and we finally settled on a real protagonist. And as fun as the other characters were, this movie is made by Betty Gilpin in the lead role. Crystal don't fuck around. After confirming that she's not actually in Arkansas, and that she's not about to get any free wheels up in this bitch, Crystal runs into another huntie named Gary, played by Ethan Suplee. Hope he can
Shout
see
out to
down
my
that barrel
man.
better than he can see schooners. As they follow some railroad
Shout out to my man Iffy Superly. He's doing great with his weight loss. Y'all saw not too long ago I react to his video about him his weight loss and being in shape though. He had another picture of in the video out and he's looking real great though. And he like I said, it was starting right here, but he's looking real great right now.
tracks, Gary tells Crystal that they're in
Shout
the
out
middle
to
of Manor
Frankie the
Gate, run by the
Enforcer.
biggest boogeyman of all.
You know, the globalist cucks who run the deep state.
But Crystal is less concerned with conspiracy theories than she is with hopping onto this moving train. I haven't seen it, but apparently this scene works as an inside reference to Tony Scott's final film, Unstoppable, which featured Ethan Supplee's character failing to board a moving train. You finally did it, buddy! You're not
shit.
alone inside this cart, though, because there are a whole bunch of immigrants here who aren't speaking English to them.
Come on.
What?
You know what we have here? Crisis actors.
Gary's a podcaster,
Oh, really?
so he knows all about this stuff. They're not gonna pull one over on him.
Gary, they got a baby.
So? They're crisis babies.
Before things can get violent, the train is stopped by some soldiers with dogs. They pull everyone out of the cart, and Gary tells them that he and Crystal are Americans, and that these immigrants aren't real. The soldiers ignore him, but he may not be entirely wrong.
I don't think they believe you, Gary.
Yeah, Mike here
Really?
actually isn't an immigrant. He's one of the hunters. Though he tells Gary that the other immigrants are real, and so are these soldiers. The train getting stopped like this wasn't part of any plan. Pissed about Crisis Mike's deception, Gary tackles him and sticks a live grenade in his pants. Gary and everyone else is able to clear the area, but Mike's not able to get the nade away from his nads in time. Crystal is taken to a refugee camp where she speaks to some officers in charge and determines that she's in Croatia. She's matched up with another guy getting hunted, Don, who's excited for them to get back to America so they can expose Manorgate on Hannity.
It's like them two Jew boys that fucked Nixon up.
Don's
Wow.
thrilled when a guy named Oliver shows up, saying he's from the U.S. Embassy. But
Nathan
it
Lane.
doesn't take long for him to start acting suspicious, implying that Don and Crystal were chosen to be hunted for a reason. Crystal smells the bullshit a mile away and refuses to humor him for even a minute.
A minor that might make somebody want to try something.
Ooh!
She tosses him out of the car and promptly murders him by driving directly over his head. John freaks out about it for a mo, but Crystal proves she was in the right when she finds Gary dead in the truck with a knife in his head.
Jesus.
Nope, that's Gary.
Don doesn't count and realizes that they're the last two hunties alive. And though he just wants to get out of there, Crystal wants to follow this map they found and confront the people hunting them. To explain herself, she recites a story her mom used to tell her called The Box Turtle and the Jackrabbit. Wait, she means the tortoise and the hare, right? I mean, sounds the same. Jackrabbit always wins races, is a big old stupid dickhole about it, ends up getting beaten by the box turtle because of his arrogance. We all know this story. Except in Crystal's version, the jackrabbit ends up visiting the box turtle's home with a hammer that night.
Smashes up the wife and kids first, so the box turtle has to watch them die.
So, sure, yeah, maybe some slight variations. She says the jackrabbit killed the turtle because the jackrabbit always wins. The jackrabbit being the wealthy and powerful elite, but Crystal's done being a goddamn box turtle. We shift focus to the coastal elite pillbox, or maybe it's a bunker. I don't know. I'm about as well versed in weaponry as these clueless folks, who would feel much more comfortable in ivory towers policing each other's language.
Guys, we're all on the same team.
Did you say guys?
I'm sorry, I gendered it.
I love that they're
She
wearing
ginger it.
pristine,
Oh, the
unused
same people from the
It's a
plane.
nice touch by costume designer David Tabbert. Since they're not very good with guns, the hunters have a guy named Sergeant Dale consulting them. But
Oh.
he can't be there every time they have to tinkle. And so when Richard goes to drain the lizard, he gets distracted by Don and his throat split by
Oh,
Crystal.
got him.
Dale hears a noise and puts the clueless hunters on high alert. So when their bunker is invaded by that cute little pig, they shoot it all to death.
Oh, you killed a pig.
Wow!
As in George. There's been this whole Animal Farm thing going on that I haven't really mentioned until now, but it's fine. Now, obviously, I don't count pigs.
Oh,
But I do
shit.
count people when their heads blow up.
Damn.
Onto the count, this Martin guy goes. Crystal shoots Dale in the chest and sticks an arrow into Liberty, and though Ted the doctor thinks he outsmarts her by pulling out the magazine, she knows there's still one in the chamber, so he gets shot in the chest and killed. Crystal then uses the scoped rifle to shoot down and kill a fleeing guy named Peter. Sergeant Dale gets back up to fight some more, but he finds himself outmatched by Crystal, who we find out shortly served in Afghanistan, while Dale's service was spent in the National Guard. Like I said earlier, Crystal kicks a lot of ass.
She
and
does.
Betty Gilpin trained for months to prepare for the role.
You know, I think there's this
probably why she's there to
pressure
fight
for
fight
ladies
good on the
especially
flow.
to train but also slim down, and I definitely did not want to do that. I was looking to look strong and be strong.
She says it was totally worth it, though, to play an active character instead of another housewife. An injured Liberty calls Crystal a hick, and when Don finally shows up and wants to spare the wounded woman, the ladies tell him that that's sexist.
She's a woman.
Hey, miss. Do you think you should be afforded mercy just because you're a girl?
No.
Damn,
And
got
that's
her.
what we call equal rights, Don. Don't talk down to women trying to murder you. Athena's voice comes over the radio, and she talks to Don by name, which of course draws Crystal's suspicions and guns. Don denies knowing who Athena is, but is also unwilling to disarm himself, so Crystal ends up shooting and killing him off screen. Then she tells Athena through the radio that she's the only one left.
Then I guess you better come and
get me.
Crystal asks
I wanna
Dale
kill
where
what it
Athena is, and with some physical encouragement, gets the location of the manor. Then she thanks Dale for his service and shoots him off screen. We flash back to 1 year earlier when Athena, who still hasn't done a face reveal, finds herself in an emergency meeting at her company, filmed in the real-life office of Jason Blum. In fact, co-writers Damon Lindelof and Nick Hughes, son of Lindelof's Lost partner Carlton Hughes, intentionally wrote The Hunt to be a Blumhouse film in terms of tone and budget. Filming in Jason Blum's actual office was like a nice little cherry on top of getting this thing made. The emergency meeting is because that Martin guy, the head exploding, got his phone hacked, and one of the things leaked to the public was the group text that opened the movie.
Athena, at least the hunt's coming up. Nothing better than going out to the manor and slaughtering a dozen deplorables.
We learned that back when she sent that text, the hunt wasn't real, and Athena was only joking. But after the thread was made public, people started believing Manorgate was legit. Hilary Swank is finally revealed as Athena's actor, as she laughs in disbelief, even though this is no laughing matter.
Conspiracy websites are all over it. They're going bananas. They're going berserk. Reddit? I mean, I don't know the names of them all.
They tried her for using the loaded term deplorables and say that in order to save their company's reputation, she and everyone in that group text are fired. A few months later, Athena and the others began tracking down the individuals online who fueled the Manorgate fire that cost them their jobs. Gary's chosen because of his podcast, Shane because he's, as his nickname suggested, a big game hunter, and this guy is not chosen despite an argument for affirmative action.
And if we don't have at least one person of color in this, it is going to be problematic.
I'm playing an Arab refugee.
That's the dude,
I'm from
yeah.
Connecticut. Isn't that a little problematic?
That was your idea.
It was your idea. It was weird when you said it.
Their last choice is one that Athena takes a personal interest in. Crystal May Creasy, Twitter handle Justice for Y'all, who tweeted that Athena was a murdering bitch.
Wow.
That's our snowball.
Back in the present, Crystal gets to the manor and, being told that there are mines beneath her feet, agrees to Athena's commands over the call box to leave her gun behind. She enters unarmed and finds a who's who wall of the Huntees. Ooh,
Right.
Staten Island with them tiki torches. She continues towards the sound of classical music and finds Athena cooking up a fancy dinner in a fancy kitchen. The two women are finally face to face, intentionally dressed in similar tones as Melania Trump and Michelle Obama at Donald Trump's inauguration.
Really?
Though Crystal
Whoop.
says she has no idea who Athena is,
Yeah.
Athena
Well, we ain't gotta worry about that no
she
more.
knows everything about Crystal, then speed runs through a biography that includes a criminal father and a dead mom. Athena says Crystal was chosen for the hunt because of the online post she made about Athena being a murderer.
The evidence is all there. Their.
But Crystal tells Athena that she made a mistake.
There's another Crystal May crazy back home,
Oh.
but she spells May with an E.
Oh shit.
Hey, I get her mail sometimes.
She says her parents are both alive and free, but that she knows Athena doesn't care whether that's true or not. So how about they just get on to the fight? The fight scene between these two is a perfect synthesis of choreography,
Damn, it was
music,
like,
and sound
damn, it was like
effects.
damn near Kill Bill almost. With the nice scene with
There are so
with,
many fun moments to it.
Uma Thurman and
including
Vivica
Athena
Fox.
using a wooden light fixture to ring Crystal's
Ooh.
Liberty Bell, Athena using a creme brulee torch as a weapon, and Crystal kicking Athena through one of those
Damn.
fancy fireplaces. Though Athena breaks her own rule by breaking out a gun, she never gets a shot off at Crystal. She just pinches some skin with it. Ouch! Crystal does a great second story table fall, takes a knife to the gut like a champ,
Damn.
tackles Athena over a table, and then throws her through a window.
damn.
Oh, hold on. Here, second take.
Oh, now he's been broken.
There we go. That gets him to take a breather for a second, because turns out going through glass is really unpleasant. After a few more Miyagi moves, Athena stabs Crystal with a food processing blade and a meat thermometer. Shouldn't have continued with the bonus beatdown though, because that allows Crystal to pull Athena into the blade and do a little somersault thing that lodges it into her opponent's gut. The fight finally finishes with both of them bleeding out on the floor. The 7-minute fight scene between these women is my favorite part of the movie, and a lot went into making it this awesome. With the screenplay only saying an epic fight scene happens, it fell to director Craig Zobel to plot it out in specifics. He worked with a bunch of his crew, including production designer Matthew Munn and stunt coordinators Hank Amos and Heidi Moneymaker to choreograph the best fight possible for this climactic showdown. To that end, they built the kitchen set on a New Orleans soundstage and specifically designed it around the fight.
When you actually have a set that's built for you specifically to crash through this wall and to fly through that fireplace.
It is amazing.
With Betty Gilpin having played a wrestler in Glow, and Hilary Swank, a boxer in $1 Million Baby, they were both game to do most of the acting themselves. So the fight was tailored to their strengths, both as actors and characters. A lot of kicks and weapon improvisation for Athena, while Crystal employed a more squirrely and aggressive style. The scene was shot over 5 12-hour days, with stunt performers Sarah Irwin and Caitlin Deschelle subbing in for the big falls and stuff like going through the fireplace. There's so much to say about this scene that I can't do it all here, so I recommend you check out this very cool video from Insider that features a lot more details and diagrams. Link in the description. Athena and Crystal are left bleeding on the floor, with Crystal wondering why Athena nicknamed her Snowball. Like, she gets that it's from Animal Farm, but...
Snowball is an idealist. He wants to make the world a better place. That's why the other pigs make up lies about him, turn him into the enemy.
Athena asks Crystal if she's really justice for y'all, and Crystal reiterates that she's not. So with a single little whoops, Athena dies on the tile floor, the last of the hunters vanquished. Crystal suddenly notices a jackrabbit nearby, and, not wanting to get smashed with a hammer, gets up off the ground. She has a quick bite of grilled cheese, cauterizes her wounds, and gives herself a makeover so that she looks like a hunter herself. Much like how the pigs in Animal Farm ended up looking like their human oppressors. She boards the private jet out back and tells the crew that she killed all the rich douches who flew here. So would they please take her home now, please? In contrast to Richard's condescension in the beginning, the movie ends with Crystal sharing her champagne and caviar with the flight attendant. She's happy to do so, and happy to be alive.
It's fucking great.
Oh god.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
22 people died in the hunt, a solid number for this well-paced film. 16 of the victims were men and 6 were women, a nearly 3-to-1 ratio of dudes, which is sexist. And with a runtime of 90 minutes, that left us with a kill on average just about every 4 minutes. I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to Dead Sexy for all the things that led up to her death, as well as the joke where she called someone a snowflake for not mercy killing her. I love it. Dawn Machete for lamest kill will go to Don, shot off screen after Athena turned crystal against him. And that's it. The Hunt came out in 2020 and is the most harmless, politically tinged movie you could ask for in these hyper-partisan times. Next week, I'm looking at the very fun Mayhem. But until then, I'm James A. Janice. This has been The Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching.
Alright, that is all. I didn't mean to hit that. That is all for kill. Anyway, yeah. That is all for the kill count today. So, good. Interesting movie. I didn't expect all that going on, but it's crazy though. So yeah, that's that. I will be putting up a new poll with additional stuff on there as well too. And with additional movie to take place of the hunts as we went through it though. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.